Trading isn't about winning or losing trades, and that's why most people are unprofitable. By the end of this video, I'm hoping that this mental shift will help you understand what the focus is and will expose every single thing that you're doing wrong. Most videos talk about don't focus on the money, only take A+ setups, trust the system, don't overtrade, don't over leverage. That's not what this video is. Those are all symptoms that people experience. It's not the cause of why they're unprofitable. We're all human, and everyone, of course, wants to finish the day green. They want trades to win. They want to get payouts. They want to make money. So, what is the shift that turns people profitable? First, let's talk about some misconceptions that people who take trading seriously but still aren't succeeding believe. First of all, some of you probably go, oh, but psychology and emotions aren't my problem. If I just follow my plan exactly, I'll be good. And yeah, that is technically true, but you're still looking at the end goal being to make money, to take good trades, to win more than you lose, and to be profitable. And that's not what it should be. And whether you know it or not, that is affecting you subconsciously. How many times have you been 90% to TP and you start thinking, oh, I'm not going to be greedy. I'm not going to be a dick for a tick. I'm just going to trim some here, be responsible, secure profit, or I'm going to drag my SL up tighter so I guarantee myself to win, or I'm almost at my SL, so I'm going to add a little bit in here. It's a good add in and it's only small, so I won't lose that much more. All this fake being smart and responsible trading is literally the reason that you are losing. And trust me, I know, I went through all the exact same stuff until I changed how I looked at trading completely. And I'm currently green 5 weeks straight while preaching this, so I know what I'm talking about. And here's a little screenshot. So here it is. You shouldn't be trading, you should be collecting data. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean backtest more or only paper trade or anything like that? No, that's not what that means at all. It simply means when you enter a trade, you are grabbing a data point, win or lose. And losses are data points that are actually even more important than wins. Now I need you to pay attention so that you can actually understand this. When you start trading a strategy or you're on a new account, your goal is not to pass or to get a payout. It's to constantly be collecting data from how you are trading, and that in itself has a symptom like we talked about before. And that symptom is being profitable if you do it correctly. Let's say you enter a trade. If you shift your mentality from, oh, I want this to happen and hit my TP, or if I hit this TP, I'm 1 day away from passing the account, and you change it to, okay, I'm in a trade, I have my plan, my system, my strategy, I'm going to minimize my discretion as much as possible and just follow my rules. All of a sudden, you don't care about losing. You almost want losses because losses teach you how you can alter your strategy to be more and more profitable. Like the example from before. When I'm 90% from TP, I genuinely do not care because I want to know, is my strategy accurate enough where I know that majority of the TPs that I put that get to 90% are actually going to hit. I want to know if it reverses and hits my full SL, was that unlucky, or is there something in my system that's inaccurate? Do I need to look at another confluence? Should I add a trailing SL system or a system where trimming or a million other things that you can add to make it better? And if your focus is always making money, instead of betting on your system and your strategy, you're betting on yourself. And trust me, I know that sounds like a motivational speech like, oh yeah, I'll bet on myself, but sorry to break it to you, you are not reliable. Sometimes you're going to miss things. Some days when you're trading, you'll be in a bad mood, or you'll be annoyed, or you'll be on tilt, and you can't trust yourself to make those high discretionary decisions. You need to have confidence in your strategy and your strategy alone. So, how do you have confidence in your strategy? Well, you have confidence in your strategy by knowing it actually works. And the only way to do that is to look at every single trade like you're collecting data. Basically, just write off the next 1 to 2 months of trading to make money and treat it as trading to collect data. That's it. And no, backtesting and paper trading does not count as getting data because, again, you can't fully trust yourself. You need to know exactly the thought process of trading while you're actually risking something. Because when you're paper trading, you're going to treat it differently. When I enter a trade and it starts going strong in my direction, I start feeling like I want to close it so that I can secure money. That's a data point. Or, oh, every time I trail super tight near my stop, I get taken out and it hits my TP anyway. That's a data point. Or every time I say something is going to happen but I don't enter, it happens and I was right. That's a data point. Over time, not only will you have data points on your strategy in all these scenarios, but you'll have data points on yourself as a person, which is extremely important. The way I trade might not work for you. The way Ace trades might not work for me. And the way that the most profitable trader trades may not work for him, even though he prints. And once you've collected enough data on yourself and on your strategy, you will start learning the tweaks that you have to make to actually get profitable. And guess what? You will never trade to win or to make money. you will always trade like you're collecting data, because then you will never care about winning or losing. Your focus is now shifted to how profitable can I truly make my system? Whether it's realizing that on certain days your system doesn't work as well, or like if 80% of your Fridays you lose money, you now know to never trade on a Friday because over time it will make you more money to not be doing that. Or if it's realizing that my strategy only works from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., that means you can make that change. Stop following all these general rules like only take one trade a day, don't trade past 12, only risk X amount. That will never ever work. And the reason why it works for some people is because the way that they trade supports those philosophies just by luck, while the way you trade doesn't. Me, for example, I only take A plus setups. Some weeks I'll only get 2 trades in the entire week, and some days I'll get 7 of them. And over time, through my testing of the strategy, I realized that taking every single valid setup that I see from 9 to 12 is actually what makes my system the most profitable. And it might be the same for you, and it might not. Ultimately, if you can take one thing from this video, it's that hitting TP or hitting SL literally does not matter in the way that you think it does. The more data points you capture in your system, the more confident you will be to follow your system. And once you get that system to a point of confidence, knowing the stats on it, you will never care to over leverage or over trade or feel the adrenaline when you're near TP or SL, because at the end of the day, the markets flow and will never always be the same. So you need to be updating your stats on your system and just follow it. Last thing before I end this, don't make major changes just because of a few losses or wins. You need a lot of data. And the more data you have, the more accurate you'll be. And the less you'll care about what actually happens. Strats don't die overnight, they slowly get worse or better over time. And because you know that now, you should be calm when you're trading. And it's because you'll be collecting data and not actually trying to win. And the symptom of collecting data is that you're going to start winning more. Most trading influencers say they trade live for free, but then have a paywall. We don't. At PropHub, we stream every day for free while sharing our screens, our trading view, and our Tradovate. And the whole point of starting PropHub was to be the most transparent traders out there, because I know how much it sucks to not be profitable. And I just want to share what I've learned and how I got here. If you're interested, the free Discord is in the description. If you're new to trading, you can watch our guide to prop firms on this channel. And I will see you guys later. Peace.